Hey everyone, welcome to my channel Rays of Sunshine. Today I'm going to show you how I achieved this quick dewy look, so if you want to see how to do this, stay tuned. So first I'm going to begin by prepping my face with NYX's Honey Dew Me Up. I really like using this on my face because it creates a smooth base for my foundation and it also adds a natural glow. For my base, I'm using the Sonia Kashuk Perfecting Translucent Illuminator and the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Martinique. This is the shade I use in the summer, so mixing the Illuminator and this moisturizer together gives me my current foundation shade. After dabbing this on my face with my finger, I'm going to use the Blossom Highlighter Brush. Now this is basically just a stipple brush. I use it for foundation typically. I find that stipple brushes kind of give an airbrushed look, so I just dab and then kind of lightly swipe this over my face. And of course blending is key, so I'm also using this brush on my neck and on my ears as well. For concealer, I'm using Benefit's Fake Up Concealer in the shade 3 Deep. As you can see, the pigmented concealer portion is in the center and it's surrounded by a hydrating section. I think this works really well to hydrate my under eye area, but I really don't like the overall finish of this concealer, which I'll talk about in the end. And here I'm just blending out that concealer with a damp beauty blender. Next I'm setting my concealer with Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder. And once again just using that same damp beauty blender. Now like I said, I'm setting right now. I'm not trying to bake. I'm probably only going to leave this on for a minute tops and then dust this off with my Maybelline Fit Me powders. Using a Morphe R5 brush, I'm just going to dip it into these two powders and dust off the Laura Mercier powder. These are the two illuminators I'll be using today, NARS Orgasm and NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator in the shade Pure Gold. Now I'm beginning with this NYX illuminator and just putting it on my high points of my cheeks, my nose, and a little bit on my lip. And I'm just blending it out with a small stipple brush by e.l.f. Next I'm putting the NARS Orgasm illuminator just on the high points of my cheek. And then once again blending that out with the small stipple brush by e.l.f. For bronzer, I'm using Tarte Swamp Queen palette and I'm using the shade Sweet Tea as well as a Morphe M551 brush just to warm up my face and the contours of my cheeks, the top of my forehead, and a little bit underneath my jawbone. For blush, I'm using NARS Goulue and a Morphe E3 brush. And I'm just going to apply this to the apples of my cheeks, somewhat blending it in with the bronzer. Now I wanted my cheekbones to be a little bit more sculpted, so I went back into Sweet Tea with my Sephora multitasker brush, and I'm just sculpting out those cheekbones. Next I'm blending out that just a little bit so it's not as harsh with my Morphe M551. And lastly, blending all of my makeup together with the Badescu facial spray. For highlight, I used a Morphe M310 brush and the shade Tourmaline in the ABH Sun Dipped Kit. For my lip color, I'm using Kylie Cosmetics Poppin' Lip Gloss. I feel like this just brings together the dewy, glistening look. Now because I was going for a natural glowy look today, I didn't use any lashes, but I did use the Covergirl Supersizer Mascara. I feel like this elongates my lashes like no other mascara out there. And once again, I'm using that Badescu spray, and then to set, I'm using my BH Cosmetics Makeup Setting Spray. As you can see, I just sprayed a huge stream into my face. And that is it for this tutorial today. I will say about one of the products I used, I did not really care for it that much, the Benefit Fake Up Concealer. It does hydrate my under eye area, but unless you're setting it with translucent powder or some type of powder underneath, it does have a very weird texture, and I feel like that affected my look overall. So I definitely wouldn't recommend buying this product. I'm going to look for more hydrating concealers and let you guys know what I find. But once again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe.